Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at how huNter defaults Underpass on Mirage, so let's get started. So typically when huNter goes towards Underpass, the first thing he'll do is right click a flash here to blind any aggressive CTs who might be pushed up. And then he's just going to run the whole way, and this is a very aggressive, fast approach where he's going to get to the entrance at roughly 140, 141. Here's another example where he's going to right click that flash and doing a fast approach towards Underpass. But right here he's actually going to start walking. And if you've watched my video on how Nexa plays Cat, you'll know that 140, 141 is roughly the time when you should throw nades or a Molotov here. And what huNter's doing here is basically trying to slow down his approach so that he doesn't actually take damage from those nades that you could throw at that time. So it's important to mix up your timing so that you don't get hit by these nades. Sometimes huNter won't actually throw that flash right away. Instead, he's just going to stay up top here and just post up from a higher angle to be able to punish any CTs. And then he's going to slowly make his way down, making sure he clears this very left side before he moves up. Here's another example where huNter, he's actually just going to walk the whole way. He's not going to throw any flashes or anything like that. And the whole power behind this is that when he goes slowly, he's actually not giving any information to the CTs that he's actually going towards Underpass. And this is important because if you happen to throw a flash Underpass every round and then there's going to be a round that you don't, they're actually going to assume more often than not that you're not playing Underpass. So that's something to just keep in mind to kind of mask your default. So here's some things that you need to be aware of, some counters. So basically we can see that huNter is going to throw that flash, and Citizen, he's posted up Underpass with an op, takes him down very easily. So if we look at this from Citizen's point of view, basically what he does is he tucks himself into the corner like so, waits for the flash to pop, and then he peeks out. So if you're this Underpass player, what you could do if you're expecting that an op may be playing an Underpass is just throw a little bit of a jiggle peek, get him to shoot, and then engage him afterwards. So another thing to keep in mind is that we're using this top spot here that the CT, if he has a really good spawn, he can basically peek you right away as soon as you get on top of the entrance, which is why huNter goes down here. When you make it towards this Underpass entrance area, the trigger for you to actually do things is actually when your teammate throws the window smoke. So here we're going to see that huNter, he's going to get ready to peek towards connector, and he's just waiting on the flash from his top mid players. So here's the flash, which allows him to basically be able to peek connector, and then after that he's going to throw top connector smoke, as well as a Molotov for the left corner. Here we're going to see another example where they throw a window smoke, and then huNter is just waiting for that connector flash again. So there's the flash, and then allows them to throw the top connector smoke as well as the left connector Molotov. And at this point they basically have connector control. So after huNter throws those nades, he'll basically make his way towards connector. Here he uses a bench to peek towards Cat, and then just creeps up along the right side of connector. Here notice he jumps on top of the ledge to avoid being seen from Cat. And then he's going to jump on top of this box here to basically be able to spot anybody who might be playing in front of the entrance of Palace, or anybody who might be playing at the top of the stairs. With this jump shot, you can basically just jump on top of the box and do it for free as it doesn't make any noise. Then as the smoke fades, you'll see him drop down to be able to spot Simple's shoulder here, and he takes him down. And then as well, Flamey tries to trade, and he also gets him as well. So something I want to talk about here is that when you actually peek from this right side of connector, you can actually see the CT who's hugging against this very left wall. You actually see the side of his body as well as his legs stick out. And if you're the CT here, there's basically no way for you to be able to see the terrace at this angle. As you can see, the CT, they're not even able to see inside the connector. However, if you're the terrace and you're playing inside the connector hugging against the wall, if you're the CT and you decide to peek out, you can actually see a large part of the terrace's body. So just keep this in mind when you're coming into the connector as the T, that if you hug against this wall, if the CT decides to peek you from stairs like this, you can actually see a lot of you. So here we're going to see huNter move up towards connector, and what I want to highlight here is the fact that he moves up along the right side of this wall as he peeks towards Cat. So here we're going to see him take down huNter very easily. And what I want to talk about here is the fact that if you move up along the right side of connector, if this player is peeking from catwalk a bit more passively, he's only going to be able to see the left side of connector. He's actually not going to be able to see the right. So if you see, if I move just a little bit more, then I'll be able to see that player on the right side. So it's just something to keep in mind that when you're coming up towards connector, always try to go up along the right side of connectors to avoid being seen from a lot of Cat. You'll see that the similar case is true for if a player is playing a ladder room. If he's going to be peeking like this, he's not going to be able to see you if you go along the right side, but he will see you if you're on the left. It's only when the player moves along this very left side like this, then you'll be able to see each other. So here we see huNter, he's actually going to help with his utility to take catwalk. So here he's going to Molotov towards bricks to push the CT off the angle, and then he's going to get ready with this flash that's going to land right inside ladder room. So here we see Jax going up, he throws the flash, and then Jax is able to peek towards ladder room. Here we're going to see a molly combo, so essentially huNter, he's going to be playing under window, and then he's going to throw this Molotov into ladder room. At the same time, kenyes is also going to throw his Molotov into the entrance of the ladder room. Basically, it creates this effect here where anybody who's going to be playing close ladder or holding this particular angle, they're going to be forced out either this direction or they're going to have to escape through window room. So generally, as an Underpass player, you have a lot of utility that can help you take both connector and ladder room. So right here, we're going to see that after the flash towards connector, huNter just throws a smoke towards top connector. And then he's going to throw a Molotov at bricks, pushing this player back at catwalk to allow his teammate to be able to take towards ladder room. And this is really the most ideal scenario where if you're able to get ladder room and connector control, you have a lot of control over middle. So this is a little boost that you can do. So we're going to see huNter and Jax. Jax is basically going to jump on top of huNter's head to be able to get a little deeper angle on the player who's playing towards window / jungle. So there's some cool util that you can use from this underpass area. So this smoke actually lands towards jungle. You'll see that G2, they're actually doing a bit of a fake here where they're going to have the stairs smoke along with this jungle smoke, faking a bit of an A hit to kind of pull the rotates from B. And in this particular strat, they're actually going to be hitting B. So this is a great way where you can throw that jungle smoke from underpass. And I think the cooler thing about this is the fact that because you no longer need to have a second player to boost here, you can actually just jump up along the bench to be able to get these lurk kills on players who might be rotating. So if you're inside connector and you need somebody to throw a flash for you, this is a flash that you can throw. Next, he's just outside catwalk. He's going to throw this flash that lands just above connector. And it allows huNter to basically be able to push into jungle. So here we see him get a kill on electronic, and now he basically is able to control this jungle window rotate. So there's still one benefit to using your teammate to boost you into window as opposed to just jumping from the bench. The main reason is because you make a sound when you jump from the bench to the window, whereas if you boost the teammate, it doesn't. So here we're going to see huNter is going to get boosted into window, into the smoke. And then we're going to see that kenyes is going to fire shots into the smoke, just acting as if he's just spamming. And that's actually going to bait tabs into want to peek towards mid. And he doesn't even think about the possibility of huNter actually being inside window. So that's actually how huNter gets this kill. So usually when huNter goes upper B, it's usually to either make presence or to make an aggressive play. So here we're going to see him make presence. So basically he's just going to throw some utility here. He's going to throw that lurk smoke that's going to cover both of the windows. And he's going to throw a Molotov at the end of balcony. And the whole reason behind this is because he actually wants to keep these two players at B while the rest of his team sets up for an A exec. Here we're going to see huNter actually go for an aggressive play. So notice he doesn't actually throw any nades at all. The CTs throw a deep smoke. And now at this point, huNter's just walking. He doesn't want to make a sound cue that he's actually made it past this point. And then here he's actually able to catch RPK off guard. He's not quite expecting him to be here. So here's another example where huNter, he's going to see that deep ad smoke, and then he sees that deep Molotov. He decides to beat the utility, and he does. And more typically, whenever the CTs decide to do deep apps control, they're either going to place an op at upper B, or they're going to have somebody push up aggressively. Because huNter doesn't actually see anybody push up aggressively, he knows that this guy's probably opping. So because of this, you're going to see that he takes a very wide angle. He takes the widest angle he can to be able to take down shocks. So here we're going to see huNter, he's going to throw a flash towards underpass to kind of fake the default as if he's actually going towards underpass like he always does. But instead he's going to go with Amanak here to do a double peek on the opera. And we're going to see that as they do the double peek, Amanak gets the kill. After that kill happens, they're going to throw the utility. And notice right here that as they're coming out, notice that Amanak is looking towards the catwalk area, while huNter is going to be looking in front of them basically. And because of this, RPK takes down Amanak, but huNter's there to get the trade. This is another example, once again, we're going to see him fake that flash underpass. And then here he actually has the whole team coming with him upper B, staying very silent. And then what we're going to see here is a pretty cool smoke. So he's just going to go next to this bridge. And then simply just do a right click throw and just drop it in right there. And then they're going to do a full upper B hit. So here we're going to see him just simply get a trade onto Perfecto before dying. And the cool thing about this smoke is basically when you throw it from upper B, what's intended to block is this player who might be playing deeper towards cat. As you can see, when you're playing towards this bricks angle, if you're trying to spot upper B, you can't really see it. So it's a really cool smoke you can use. So finally, this is a flash that you can throw to help your catwalk players move up towards B. So you see kenyes is towards this bricks area, and the flash comes in to allow kenyes to be able to peek towards the B site. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more future content. Thanks again, I'll see you guys in the next one.